Welcome to Organize Your Ass Astrology for the week of May 24th to May 30th. Please be sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. And if you're looking for the results of the pop quiz I gave last week about which 2 Libras I have personally met, be sure to watch the end of this video. So on Monday, May 24th, Monday is the moon's day. Every Monday is, so be sure to double down on your self-care. Give yourself extra TLC. It's very practical because you'll have plenty of energy for the rest of the week if you take extra good care of yourself on Monday. The moon will be in Scorpio all day on the 24th. Keywords and phrases for Scorpio include desire, passion, control, power, depth, regeneration. Scorpios can regenerate themselves and heal really quickly. They're healers. Sexuality, emotion, survival, trauma, intensity, and mystery. So just a heads up, very rarely do we go through a Scorpio moon without there being some kind of transition, some kind of rebirth, some kind of letting go. It's not necessarily a negative thing, but there is this death energy, this vibration of having to let go and transition to this new state, because that is how we get stronger when the moon is in Scorpio. We transform. Transformation leads to empowerment. So be flexible, let go, have fun, and don't bite. On Tuesday, May 25th, Tuesday is Mars's day. So it's the day of the week when you can get a lot of shit done. This is the day to make some big power moves and really just tackle your to-do list. Scorpio moon all day, then Sagittarius late at 10:39 p.m. EDT. Scorpio moon throughout the day on Tuesday is good for research, investigation, healing, sex, like these 2. I think they're definitely about to have sex, regenerating, transforming, and ending. So like I said, very rarely do we go through a Scorpio transit without there being some kind of letting go. So allow yourself to be flexible, determine what feels good, you want more of that, and what feels bad, get rid of it. What is love flows, what is not goes. Some famous Scorpios include Pablo Picasso, the Goss, Ryan Gosling, Frank Ocean, who did a song called Non-Stop, which is very Scorpionic. Also, Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman, and Leonardo DiCaprio. On Wednesday, May 26th, full moon, lunar eclipse, blood moon, flower moon. This is a super moon. Essentially, it's like a full moon on steroids. All full moons are about a culmination. So you will most likely see proof of manifestation from your new moon goals. But also it's a time of letting go. All full moons are. So this full moon lunar eclipse is a vibrational upgrade. What are you signing off on? So eclipses have a tendency to just push us to where we need to go. So again, what is love flows, what is not goes. So roll with the punches and release. Just let go and be flexible under this full moon lunar eclipse. You may have already felt the effects of this eclipse with something leaving your life. You may be getting warning signs currently, or it may happen next week or even 6 months from this lunar eclipse. So just roll with the punches and stay in the love vibration. Wednesday is Mercury's day, so there's a lot of communications most likely on Wednesday. The moon in Sagittarius comes after the moon in Scorpio. So like we had said, the moon in Scorpio, it's a bit intense. There's usually a metamorphosis. There's usually letting go. So when the moon enters Sagittarius, which is more cavalier, it's like, okay, all right, this happened. Who's got the chips? Like, what's next? Let's laugh. Let's have fun. I'm not saying that straight away when the moon enters Sagittarius, you're going to be all happy, but you're going to be able to see life from a bigger picture perspective. So the moon in Sagittarius, phrases, keywords, aspiration, adventure, jovial, optimistic, broad-minded, outspoken. They can be very frank, very direct, expansive, wanderlust, eager, and funny. They have a tremendous sense of humor, so be sure to laugh this week as much as possible. On Thursday, May 27th, it's Jupiter's day, so it's all about expansion. So this is a double whammy of expansion energy, right? Because we had our full moon in Sagittarius. Now the moon's in Sag again. It's Jupiter's day, so it's all about expansion. So oftentimes when we feel overwhelmed, it's because we're not keeping up with our expansion. It's sort of a matter of like saying, I want this promotion so bad, universe. And then all of a sudden you get the promotion. You're like, oh my God, how am I going to handle this? Because you're not keeping up with your expansion. You want to keep growing. You are part of infinite creation. You go on forever. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not keeping up with your expansion. You're shrinking, you're dancing below the ceiling. Maybe you're playing small because you want to be well-liked. You're afraid you're going to be too much. So if you're feeling anxiety, make sure you expand, make sure you grow. The mantra of the universe is more. And this point is really driven home by this full moon lunar eclipse this week. So grow and expand and allow yourself to have a sense of relief. The Sagittarian plight is that they think too much. And when you think too much, you lose choice. So if you're going to think the thoughts that feel good. And if you're feeling worried or anxious or overwhelmed, it's because most likely you are not keeping up with your expansion. You're not keeping up with what it is that you asked the universe for. So the universe probably delivered something to you and now you're like, oh shit, but you must just grow and expand and just feel at peace. Know that everything is always working out for you because your life is determined by your beliefs. So if you believe that everything is always working out for you, that will become an apparency. Sag moon all day on Thursday until 10:23 p.m. EDT. Sagittarius moon is good for travel. It's good for study. It's good for exercise. Remember, Sages are typically half man, half horse. So they're highly intellectual, but they're also rather animalistic. So you want to express the horse part of you as much as you can. Like that. Adventure, going on an adventure, being spontaneous, publishing, broadcasting. Again, remember, expansion, growth, sports, games, gambling. Sagittarius is extremely lucky. So you may want to gamble on Thursday way before 10:23 p.m. EDT because Capricorn energy is not that great for gambling. Just keep that in mind. Also on Thursday, the flowers you gave me are just about to die. You think, but that is not the case. They are just black flowers, which I think are pretty cool, actually. So Venus will square Neptune on Thursday, meaning that you're probably going to mug yourself of your power and worry about things that are not a problem. You're probably going to be unreasonable and have feelings of insecurity about yourself, your relationships, your looks, etc. It's all bullshit. So if you're feeling weird or you're feeling a nameless apprehension or you're doubting yourself, then know that it's this aspect. And if you're not, well, congrats. That's great. Impressions are distorted under this transit, so be sure you're not taken in by anyone. It's a confusing time, so try to stay clear of business relations if you can. Be extra clear in communications, all your communications, because this square can be a little bit difficult. It can fuzzy or obfuscate things. And remember that you have the power to always choose the better feeling thought. So if you're feeling something and it makes you feel bad, you're not seeing it the way your source is seeing it. You're not seeing it the way your inner being or God or the universe might be seeing it. So readjust so you feel good. On Friday, May 28th, it's Venus's day, and the moon will be in Capricorn. See, he has a drink and he's working like a true Capricorn might do on a Friday. Capricorn keywords include achievement, ambition, status, business, career, pessimism. They like to call themselves realistic, but there's a very thin line between pessimism and realism, which Capricorn straddles all the time. Cautious, responsible, and goal-oriented. So Capricorn is much more keen on working on a project that's going to yield results over the long term. They really don't trust things that come easy because Capricorns come from school of hard knocks. Life has been tough for Capricorns. You know, it's not been easy. It has not been a cakewalk. So they trust the things that are achieved on a very, very pragmatic, step-by-step, slow and steady wins the race basis. Famous Capricorns include the amazing Betty White, Elvis Presley, I like Elvis, Martin Luther King, civil rights leader, also Jordan Catalano, who you may know as Jared Leto, but I'm sorry, he will always be Jordan Catalano to me, and I hope he has learned to read since the 1990s. Also, Mary Tyler Moore, you are going to make it after all. It's really funny, Mary Tyler Moore started the Mary Tyler Moore show, right? And in that show, it was about this woman who was like, you know, her relationship was in the toilet and she didn't have children and she was a career woman. And that really was a big push toward feminism. And it's interesting that, you know, she was a career woman and she's a Capricorn in real life. I just thought that was funny. So you're going to make it after all. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. On Saturday, May 29th, Mercury will be going retrograde until June 22nd. Now, Mercury retrograde, just to give you the Reader's Digest version, Mercury, when it goes retrograde, from our standpoint on Earth, Mercury, the planet of communication, appears as if it is going backwards. It looks like it's going in reverse, but it's just slowing down. This creates communication snafus and mix-ups and difficulty in communicating. But remember, it is a perfect universe, just imperfect people, right? So we want to utilize the Mercury retrograde to slow down and do anything revise, reunite with people, reinvent yourself, re-envision, anything with the re prefix. If you're looking for more information on how you can make the most of Mercury retrograde, I have a link to an article I wrote. It is in the description. It is Saturn's day on Saturday, so it's a real Saturnian day because the moon will be in Capricorn all day long too. So this is a time of creating order and structure. I would definitely do that on Saturday if you can. The moon will enter Aquarius at 12:04 a.m. EDT Sunday. That is 9:04 p.m. Saturday night for those on the West Coast. Capricorn moon is good for structuring, planning, productivity, plodding away. Remember those things that yield slow but steady results, any practical activities, difficult tasks, eating your frogs. So there was a book a long time ago, Eat Your Frogs, meaning get the most daunting, obnoxious, difficult task out of the way. Eat your frogs. This is a really great day to do that. If there's anything that you've been putting off that you know is going to be a hassle or a pain in the ass, get it done on Saturday. Also on Saturday, Mercury will conjunct Venus. This is the perfect time to tell someone you love them. This is really cool because this is going to soften the influence of the moon in Capricorn on Saturday, which is not very warm and fuzzy. The Capricorn moon is not warm and fuzzy. It's not emotionally connected. They are A lot of Capricorns are a lot of time when the moon is in Capricorn, we're missing a sensitivity chip. Well, with Mercury conjunct Venus, this is softened. So Mercury is the way you think, the way you communicate, and it's conjunct, meaning together with Venus, the planet of love. So this is the perfect time for all kinds of relationships. You can easily express how you feel and show your love. This could be a declaration, telling somebody you love them. It could be giving someone a compliment, a gift, etc. Further, artistic and creative skills are also enhanced under this transit, as and trading and negotiating are also favored. So with the Capricorn moon, this is the Capricorn moon if you're going to want to stabilize something in your life, especially with this. This is like the perfect proposal energy, right? Because you have that Capricorn energy, which is stabilizing and grounding and responsible. And it's real. Capricorn and Saturn makes things real. And with Mercury conjunct Venus, you can connect your thoughts with how you feel and put them together and make something substantial. So if you're looking to propose to someone, you may want to do it on Saturday. On Sunday, May 30th, it is the sun's day. So be sure to go outside, have fun, celebrate being alive. Connect with your vitality. Again, the sun is yellow, so is your solar plexus. So you may want to think of the sun and think of your solar plexus. Charge your solar plexus on Sunday. Moon will be in wacky Aquarius. Aquarius keywords and phrases include intelligent, detached, original, weird, rebellious, friendly, humanitarian, innovative, and unpredictable. So on Sunday, you may want to go against the grain, go out on a limb, do something unexpected. Follow your excitement and be prepared for the unexpected and even create the unexpected. You know, call a friend, say, let's do this, or do something yourself that you wouldn't normally do. That's the best way to use the Aquarius moon. And that wraps up this week. But wait, there's more. As we spoke about last week, I had met 2 of these Libras, and you guys were so cool to give me your guesses in the comments. I really appreciate you playing along. I never met Julie Andrews, although The Sound of Music was a huge part of my childhood, which may explain quite a bit. I had an aunt that gave me the record, and I had this other friend of the family who played piano, and she always used to play Sound of Music songs. So I love Julie. Gwyneth, I've never met Gwyneth, although she's really into astrology, I'm pretty sure. Most Libras really are. Libras have a certain pride about being Libras that other signs don't have. No, I've never met Matt Damon, though I think he's awesome. And he is also from Boston, like myself. So who did I meet? Kelly. So the story goes, it was 2006, and I had just moved to New York City, and I was coming back from drinks with my friends. And I'm new to New York, and everything's just so shiny and bright and awesome. And I see Kelly Ripa walking with this man, her husband, who now I know is Mark Consuelos. So being drunk, quite frankly, at the time, I screamed, "You're Kelly Ripa!" And she's like, "Hello!" And I say, "I love you!" And she's like, "Thank you!" And they were smiling. Both she and Mark Consuelos smiled, and they were very gracious. And I've been humiliated ever since, but she was lovely. Also, I met Will Smith. It was amazing. So I was working in Soho at the time in New York City, in the same building that Will Smith had his film production company. And I'm waiting for the elevator, and maybe it was after the whole Kelly thing, and I felt, like a crazy person for it. So I see Will Smith with his entourage. He's with 4 other guys that are pretty big, one of whom is probably his bodyguard. And I'm like, okay, be calm, be focused. Just I'm cool, I'm stoic, I'm strong, I'm contained. And we go in the elevator, and the guys are talking about this other guy. They're talking about somebody else, and one of the guys is like, "No, he actually feels the exact opposite. He's playing the opposite of how he feels." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm doing that." So I blurt out, because I couldn't contain myself. I'm like, "I know exactly what you mean." And Will Smith laughs. he goes, huh, and he whacked me in the shoulder, and I was useless for the rest of the day, texting everybody. I met Will Smith. I can't believe this. Oh my God. And he was awesome. It was amazing. So that is my Will Smith story. Those are the two Libras I have met. Thank you for playing along. Thank you also for watching Organize Your Ass Astrology. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you were looking for a psychic astrology reading, do not go into a building with one of these signs. You may not ever leave. Instead, you want to see me. We'll read your tarot cards. We'll run your astrological chart. Just visit my website, Psychic Sun, as in the sun outside, and we will hook you up with a reading. Have an awesome week, and I will see you soon.